Okay, it is that time of year again. The Women's World Hockey Championship. Now, of course, now this time around, it's taking place in Czechia, which is interesting. Of course, I'm rooting for the USA. Now, and the USA, of course, is top of the league. It's like one of the best teams in the league. Like, they won Group A and are favorites to win it, even though they're tied with Sweden. But the regular season is finished and the playoffs just started. Now, originally, what was supposed to happen is that I was gonna stream the whole game and watch the game there. But I mean, it's like I look on the time and it said it started at 1:30, so it was getting close to the time and I was getting ready for it. And then I found out the game was already over. So I looked back and I realized that it was 1:30 in Czechia's time zone. But actually, the game actually started here 6 hours earlier, so I was supposed to actually watch it at 7:30. So of course that was way too early, and I couldn't watch it. So instead, we're gonna watch the highlights of this game. So let's do this. In the first round, it's USA versus Germany.
Quarterfinal
We're
game
definitely
number 2
expected
here
to
today.
win
United
this
States
one.
taking on Germany. It's 8th meeting between these two teams here at the Women's Worlds, and the United States has won every single one of them. Park trying to feed it up. Velka has got a goal and 3 assists so far in her tournament playing, tied for career best at the Worlds. Reunited alongside her twin sister. To the blue line, Edwards. Murphy in front. One shot. She scores.
Yeah.
Kelly Panic does it again. Her third of the tournament. And the United States takes the lead.
Gleisner comes to her. You can see the 2-on-2 battles. Look at her moving and fighting and pushing. That puck pops out to the middle of the ice. A quick touch pass, cross seam pass. Perfect triangle to Kelly Panic, who's able to put it in an empty net. You gotta love it. You can see Abby Murphy on her on flank. Cross seam for the one-timer. But there's a perfect triangle there.
Top is she players that will vie for spots on the
Milan team to the Olympics.
Heisey, far side pass. Win lets it go. Blocked in front by Job Smith. Scores right in the slot. Lacey Eden with her first of the tournament.
It's going to be a beautiful pass, board bank pass up to Sims. She hits the middle of the ice on Heisey. Heisey's going to draw, so she's going to pull back the coverage, go use the other side of the ice. Look at the pop back by Eden. She was actually net finder on Abstrider, but once she recognizes where that coverage is, she pops out, and the sling comes right back at her. It's like the rebound machine. Look at this. Net front, pop out. There it is, the rebound, and bam.
And if Germany had won, well, then they would have played in Group A this coming year.
Wow.
Of course, the whole format changing next season. Janicki gets by one to the backhand in front, looking for Hillary Knight to great feed. Janicki and Knight really connecting at the Worlds.
When she gets up to speed, she is fast, she is strong on her skates, and through the middle of the ice to the backhand, to the forehand. She put that air puck to a space and skates on it. The wide stance gets Abstrider to hold on her side and then is able to distribute. Look at this play. Once she puts it under the tee of the stick, we knew she was gone. She was going to get to that pace first because that transition skating of a defender is so...
But Germany, a leader.
30-8.
Trying to find Kluge, but she went for a change. Meisner up against Janicki. Janicki out muscling. Now with time is Carpenter. Takes a look. She scores!
Yeah, Alex Carpenter.
Alex Carpenter nets one for the United States. Her second of the tournament.
Part of the
You
New
have
York
got
Sirens.
Hillary Knight coming down that weak side. Janicki with a nice battle and just pushes it to Knight, who kicks it to Carpenter. But look at how
New York is the New York
Knight
Sirens.
is all alone. So on the slide, it's actually a nice slide by
Park,
and you can see she's staying inside the hash marks on the slide. So you want to make sure you don't slide out, but in doing so, it's going to redirect off her and go in. But she's trying to take that lane away from Hillary Knight. Like, pick your poison. You want to give Carpenter the shot, or you want to give Knight the pass on the back doors.
Preliminary play in Group B, where they finished third. Sweden top of the group.
48-12.
To center, Krosalemi all alone.
now we got 50 shots now.
Oh my!
Wow, what a
feed by
save.
Sim. She had taken a little look-see, recognized that on that back door was Curl Salemi. Look at the shield saying, I'm not letting anyone back in. Certainly not Nyx with that left leg planting. Tries to bring it to the backhand. Abstrider's able to make that save, but it's the follow-up on that back door to steer it to distance. And
Zumwinkle closing out this game, driving wide and lands it on net. One more final strong save for Sandra Abstrider. 51 shots she has seen in this game. The score could have been much different, but it'll stand at 3-0. Erin Frankel, a shutout for her in this game against Germany as the road continues on for the United States.
Of course it does. Okay, so I'm looking back at the U.S. games that we had in the regular season, and the most that USA has given up in a game is one goal. The games they had either involved shutouts or given up one goal. Insane. Okay, so I'm looking at the schedule and all that, and the quarterfinals is already finished, so the matchup is all set. We're gonna face the host Czechia in the second round, and then there's Canada versus Finland, and then Sweden, who was supposed to be really good but lost in the first round, will face Switzerland. Shocked that Sweden is out, but facing a lot of tough teams and makes sense there. Like, the second round will be April 19th. Unfortunately, though, that game will again 6 hours after our time. So while the schedule said it was gonna be like 3 o'clock, it's actually gonna be 9 o'clock in the morning here. So unfortunately, I won't be able to watch the game itself when it happens, but of course I'll record my reaction to the highlights and stuff. I have a feeling that we're gonna face Canada in the finals again, but let's see what happens. But either way, great start to the USA. They beat Germany as expected. Of course, Czechia will be tougher, but as long as we continue to dominate and play, we should have a chance. And also, I'm about to leave in a few minutes to watch the final game for the Rangers. The final game of Sam Rosen. I can't believe it's right there, but one more day of nightmares and it's all over. It's one more game and then will be the end of it. But I've got to watch that and then watch more of the World Hockey Championship and then the playoffs. Let's keep this going, USA.